Executives at two private prison companies were downright giddy in recent earnings calls, telling investors they have exciting opportunities to profit off President Trump's mass deportation program. Comments were flagged by HuffPo and took place at the end of last month. During one call with for-profit jailer GEO Group, the company's CEO David Donahue said, quote, "We believe the scale of the opportunity before our company is unlike any we've previously experienced." Donahue cited 9 detention contracts with Immigration and Customs Enforcement that were renewed, and he credited President Trump for undoing an executive order from former President Biden that directed the Department of Justice to not renew contracts with private prison companies. Donahue added that GEO Group's current, quote, utilization rate for ICE contracts, as in how many people are detained in its facilities on behalf of ICE, is 15,000, which is the highest in 5 years, and that the company has ramped up production of GPS tracking devices that can be used on migrants in lieu of detention. Another private prison company, CoreCivic, convened an earnings call last month too, and on it, CEO Damon Hinninger told investors that this is the most exciting period for the company in his 32 years working there. He said, quote, "The change in presidential administration on January 20th has ushered in significant policy and legislative changes that directly impact our business. We're anticipating significant growth opportunities, perhaps the most significant growth in our company's history over the next several years." Hinninger told investors to not worry about plans to imprison migrants at Guantanamo Bay or El Salvador, because he said CoreCivic can do it cheaper. Quote, "We estimate that we're 5 to 10 times less than what it would cost to operate the facility down at Gitmo. We think we've got a real advantage on the cost side, especially in this environment. We've got DOGE out there looking at, the best value for our government." Yep, the incarceration capitalists are the only government contract holders who see an ally in Elon Musk's DOGE. Currently, ICE is detaining about 44,000 migrants across the US. Half of them don't have any criminal record whatsoever. But according to a report from the New York Times, Trump is growing frustrated that the pace of deportations is not fast enough. That's despite ICE carrying out nearly 600 arrests every single day. The pressure from the White House will lead to even more immigrants who have not committed a single crime to get swept up. Trump's border czar, the abominable Tom Homan, has said he will need a lot more detention space. On that CoreCivic earnings call, CEO Hinninger went on to cite ICE estimates that as many as 110,000 detention beds will be needed to carry out President Trump's immigration executive orders, and that the company is watching Congress closely to see how much money is appropriated to the Department of Homeland Security's budget, which could lead to new contracts for CoreCivic. The House did pass a budget blueprint last month that increased DHS funding by $90 billion, a boost that's offset by requirements that spending is cut from social welfare programs like Medicaid and SNAP. GEO Group's stock price has nearly doubled since Trump won the election last November. CoreCivic has also enjoyed a stock rally since the election. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new videos. Also, if you want to see Means Morning News in its complete form, not just the clips we post here, head on over to Means TV and get access to all our new episodes and our entire backlog, plus tons of other great movies and original TV shows.